All right, we're rolling. This is Freedom Phil. Like, subscribe. Let's get into it. And hey, what's this topic? By the way, live from the wasteland. Sometimes I wonder when it comes to Google's advertising, are they just incompetent, stupid, or malicious, or all the above? And what I point out about this is that I've actually had a particular ad where I've actually said, hey, quit showing me this. And I'll kind of get into the reasons. And yet, within the same day, we'll show you the ad again. Da, 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 da. But I have to wonder, is it just like, because I've made videos talking about this problem, and then they're showing me something that's like, hey, let's help the problem. You know, like the way the Democrats try to get, money for people that just got here yesterday. Where am I going with this? Freedom Phil, like, subscribe. Let's get into it. And hey, turn up the video speed. Why do I always say that? Because he can watch videos faster. And yeah, not a channel for children. You're letting your children watch my channel because you're just a shitty parent, trying to farm out your parenting skills to anything other than yourself. Yeah, shitty parent. And as I always say, a lot of my people that follow me and watch me, you're fucking retards. There's some good people out there that are real people, but if you act like a fucking robot or a retard, I will happily call you. Let's get into the topic. I understand that, the whole bot AI thing, blah, blah, blah. It tries to connect dots. Tries to think, oh, well, you're into this. Well, maybe you're into that. And, I've looked up some things for trucking. And once you look up something on a damn Google phone, of any sort, anything connected to the net, it basically scrapes the data and looks at it and goes, oh, yeah, you're into that. Well, maybe this will help you out too. And not so long ago, I made a video bringing up the issue. Because there's people dead because of this issue. It's a problem. It's taking jobs out of other people's hands. And it's actually something that occasionally comes in the news. And I really don't think much will be done about it because there's just too many people making money. But normally I'm a OTR trucker when I choose to work. Yeah, so I'm sitting there and the ad comes on and it's a CDL compliance. And it's basically, are you a company with a number of foreign-born truck drivers? Sometimes understanding the signs can be hard for people. Maybe that's why they shouldn't have a fucking CDL. You don't even know what the signs say. You know what's crazy about that? Most people remember that U-turn incident not so long ago, and I think it was Florida. But back when I was trucking, there was a case that happened, this is years back, where some foreigner was going down Vail and apparently didn't understand the sign of wait, speed, and set your slow gears, set and forget it. Because all you got to do is set a good, proper gear, and then you got those 3 settings on your Jake brakes. Well, they didn't do that. And they went careening down the hill and they lost their brakes. Now, this is usually something we'd all blame on Swift. But in that case, it was some foreign driver that couldn't even speak the fucking language. Now, I don't think it's much, to expect people. I mean, Lord knows you shouldn't have a license if you can't even read the road signs. But a CDL, and we're talking at least 80,000 pounds going down the road, and you can't read the damn road signs. Well, in India, I read signs just fine. And, okay, I get it. India, Mexico, wherever. I don't give a shit where you're from. I do believe one of the most basic things you should be able to do before you try to seek work in someone else's country is at least be able to read and speak. Even if it's not good. But the fact that you can understand, hey, well, this isn't in kilometers. So this ad comes on, like I said earlier. Do you have foreign-born drivers? Blah, 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 blah. And I've already reported this. I said, hey, look, I don't want to see this. You guys can show me all sorts of slop. But that ad just pisses me off. I consider it a form of discrimination at this point. You're basically showing me. It'd be like showing somebody that, got off the plantation after the Civil War. We think the people running the plantations are great. Imagine advertising for that. And you're showing it to some black folks. Do you think they're going to be smiling at you? Hey, those rat bastards that are fucking shit up? Made your life a little harder? Yeah. Here's an advertisement for them. And by the way, I consider the woman that does that ad, I know she's just an actor, but I consider that company, they should be shipped off with the fucking H-1Bs. They really should. We want to make it easier for people that, faked their credentials to get a license to keep on doing it. Meanwhile, you, American, you got to pay $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 to get your CEO. No wonder there's no lack of American drivers. And hell, when I first got my license, you could get it for $300. I wonder if there's a reason that so many drivers aren't in the industry. And honestly, I give it another 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and the robots will be driving everything. I mean, that's just the facts, in my opinion. But yeah, it comes back to Google. I've made videos talking about this issue, and shortly after I made one of those videos, then this ad shows up. So is it the algorithm scraping my video and going, oh, you H-1B drivers? Da, 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 da? Is it just tone deaf people there? We'll sell you anything when you're adjacent to it. Or is it just flat out malicious-ish? Like, hey, I know that you have some opinions that don't suck Stalin's dick. And, because if you're not, full retard for communists, you're bad. And so they show me this ad to piss me off. I think it might be all of the above. Not only are the algorithms retarded and the people are fucking idiots. And there's also, it's like malicious retardation. And by the way, I have seen people that are disabled that are like that. I remember one of my buddies, quick story before I got other shit to do. He was at the bowling alley. And there's this one guy, and he was mentally disabled. Let's just be honest, he was a fucking tard. And I'm not saying that to be rude. He was a fucking asshole, so I'm going to call him that. And he was fucking with my buddy, just talking shit to him. And eventually my buddy's just like, hey, fuck off, you fucking blah, blah, blah. I can't remember what he said. And they're like, you can't say that to him, blah, blah. It's like, no, fuck him. He's an asshole. I don't think that a disability, or, you see this a lot with the people that I have bipolar disorder. I don't think that's any excuse. I'm on PMS. I don't think, just like that, I don't think that's an excuse to be a bitch. Because guess what? A lot of times, the women around you, for instance, they'd be like, no, bitch, get your shit together. Just like with, cops. A female cop doesn't give women the pass. Where they try to unbutton the shirt a little. Hi, officer. Oh, shit. But that's the truth of it right there. When I look at sometimes the tone-deaf advertisement, and it's not just Google, it's a lot of shitty advertisement. I'm refreshed when I see a good, funny ad these days. I really am. I like it. Like, they had another dog park ad from Progressive. I was like, yeah, an insurance ad that's funny. And there was somebody doing a classic, what was it? Was it Skittles or Doritos? It was a classic Doritos ad on a meme. And I'm like, thank fucking God. Like back when they tried to sell you stuff by making you happy versus aggravating you. And I don't know. Maybe that's the new advertising method. I don't think it's going to work. They're going to nag you into buying shit. I'd love to know how that works out. Or maybe the joke would be, it's like we've said with video games for years. We will give you no choice. We will take away all your good options to where our shitty option is the only option left. And then no matter how bad the advertisement is, well, the advertisement at that point is just giant forms of air masturbation. Fucking air masturbation. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I damn well know that ad comes on every once in a while. I'm like, how do I get this thing to stop showing? Because I'll put up with a lot of them. Crappy movie ads, all sorts of things. And, come on, just get to the skipping point. But that one is just like, no. I don't know. I'm not going to die on that hill, by the way. But still, I'm like, if there's anything that convinces me I should fucking listen to AM radio again, like, people are like, why do you listen to this talk radio? At least the ads don't piss me off as much. Don't get me started about the pharmaceutical ads. Y'all take it easy. Freedom Phil likes to subscribe. And remember, you say stupid shit in my comments, I will refer to you as a robot or a retard. Why? Because take a look at what's the quality content of commenters out there. Got a handful of humans, a sprinkle of thinking humans on this cupcake of shit we call the internet. Anyways, have a great day. Yeah. Let's see.